Welcome back to Resale Mania. Today's video is going to be an all-day thrifting trip along with a couple really good Facebook Marketplace buys. So let's start off at Rethink Thrift. We'll go over this more in a second. So I don't know, I gotta look at this model. It's the Logitech Harmony 300. I know some of these remotes can be really well. It doesn't have the charging base, but I'll still look it up. Hi. Hi, precious. Okay, so I found this backpack. I've never heard of this brand, Auger Jams. It's new with tags though. Bags here are only like $3 to $5, and it looks like I can get between 30 and 40 for it, being new, so I'm gonna get it. I was about to walk away and I almost overlooked this bag, but I saw the name sticking on the tab, Swix. Swix, I think. It's a very expensive like ski racing brand. This is a ski boot bag, and I think this is normal $3 to $5 price as well, so this is probably a $100 bag. In this condition, maybe 75, but still. If you see the Swix like jackets or pants, buy them. They're also very expensive. It's looking like it's a bag day. Timbuktu's pretty good. It has some pink like marker on it. Yeah, it's got like some writing on it. It's a little worn. Timbuktu's a pretty good bag. That is a very high quality bag. You can just tell by feeling it, but I'm gonna leave it behind just because it's a little too worn. Some people just blocking the aisle. Why are you blocking the aisle? You know, it's so rude. So rude. So these two flannels came on a new cart. I've never heard of this brand, Dixon Flannel Company, but it just feels like good material. It's pearl snap, so I looked them up. They're $10 each, but it looks like they go for between $50 and $70 used, and they have a very, very high sell-through rate. I'm also getting some really nice Columbia snow pants. They have the Omni Heat insulation, which makes them a little bit more valuable. And some basic North Face pants. They're only $2.50. Should go for like 20 bucks. So I just looked this Logitech remote up, and I am very surprised. Some of these go for hundreds, like literally 300 bucks for a remote. And this only goes for like 10 bucks. So I'm gonna leave it behind, and I'm really surprised though. Okay, so when I first walked in there, I found these hooks, or whatever. They have a specific name, I can't think of it. And first I thought they were for climbing, like climbing harnesses, which if they were, they would be very expensive, but they actually say not for climbing right on them. So I'm gonna put them back. Climbing gear, very expensive. Some things like this could go for 100 bucks. So I've been doing pretty well with sunglasses lately. Those ones, Sunski, I've never heard of that brand before, but it looks like I can get about 20 for them. And then the other one is Smith. Smith sunglasses have sold pretty well for me in the past. Should also get about 20 for those. Okay, I just spent a total of $49.40, which is really good for all that stuff if you think about it. Okay, so as you saw, I got the bag. I got the two bags. And I think you saw everything. I got some North Face ski snowboard pants that aren't in the best condition, but they're not like terrible. But I bought those for personal use because I needed some new snow pants. But the two flannels, each one will pay for everything on its own, and the rest will be profit. And with the sell-through rate of them, I expect them to sell very quickly, make me my money back, and we'll be in the profit. So now we're gonna head on over to Goodwill. Next stop of the day, Goodwill. This might be a really good find. Spider racing jacket. I found some clothing. I don't know the brands of them, but they feel like really good quality. I'll go over them here in a bit. Some Vans, not for 20 bucks though. So ski goggles, I've said before, always sell pretty well for me. Oakley especially. They're only $3.99. Those are probably 25 to 30. This might be a pretty good find. 25 is a little high, but I think that's still worth it. Not sure what this is, but put it in the cart and look it up in a bit. So I just looked this up, and I guess it's like a little surround sound port. I just looked up this little portable heater, space heater by Arvin. I had just found the one that was worth like 60 bucks. So I looked it up. This one only sells for like 30, and it's $8, so I am gonna pass. Alright, so at the beginning I said I found some clothing that I had to look up. So this is Fortress all-weather gear. It's new with tags. It's like padded on the shoulders and arms and stomach. And I'm not really sure exactly what it would be used for, but it's $13, and it looks like it's pretty expensive. Used like 50. I'm guessing I could get like 75 to 80 for it. Like I said, I've never heard of it, but it's very nice material. It's very padded too, so I'm gonna get it. Such a cool trunk and table. That table's so cool, but it's 80 bucks. It's probably worth it. Okay, that wasn't a bad stop. Paying $25 for the Ninja blender set was definitely paying up on it, but it's worth it, I think. All that, I'm gonna part it out, and when I part out those blenders, they always sell really fast. The pitchers usually sell for about 40 to 45 a piece. Not the smaller one, the bigger one. Smaller one goes for like 20 to 25. The lids sell for about 25 a piece, and they usually sell within a day. Pitchers usually sell 48 hours, and the blades can take a little bit longer to sell because there's so many listed, but I usually get like 15 a piece for them. And the motor base, I'll get 20 to 25. So for $25, I think it's worth it, especially because I'll make my money back so fast. I am going to interrupt this thrifting content really quickly with a Facebook Marketplace buy. I just caught it as they posted it. Like, I got on Facebook right when it was posted. It's a video game lot. It's nothing crazy. No, like, it's not going to be a huge home run, but I figured I'd throw it in here and show you guys. I'm paying $100 for a PlayStation 2. I just spit. I am so sorry if you saw that. A PlayStation 2, 2 Xbox original consoles, a bunch of video games, and like an Xbox racing wheel and pedals. So like I said, all for $100. There's like 4 controllers for the Xboxes, 3 controllers for the PlayStation 2. So it's probably about $400 worth of stuff for $100, but it's all stuff that'll sell very quickly. So I'll see you guys there. We have acquired the goods. Back home now, let me show you some of the stuff I got right before we get back into the thrifting content. All right, so first thing, I don't know what these games are worth. I know there's no like huge home run games in here, but still, even if there's a few games that are 10 bucks a piece, still making money. I've never seen a PS2 box game before, but here's the PS2. And then what is in here? Cords and controllers. Then there's just a bunch of games in here. Some PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and Xbox games like Harry Potter, Rugrats, Mega Man X, 007. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I know of that's crazy, but if you guys see something worth a bunch of money, let me know. I'll probably have most of these listed before you even see this. And then if I can get it open. Stay open. Oh my goodness, I am failing. Okay, so the racing wheel and stuff. There's two Xbox consoles, and then a bunch of games. Also, none that are crazy. I don't know about this game. I've never seen that one before. So yeah, nothing crazy with the games. But I mean, overall, for $100, you can't go too wrong. I'm trying to show you guys some of the PlayStation 2 games. Jack, I know these games can be decent. Can lot them up together. Some Guitar Hero games, baseball. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it all out. Some more 007, Dance Dance. So yeah, nothing crazy. But for $100, I'll get my money back on just the PlayStation with the controllers, and then everything else will be profit. Okay, so I just looked up the Time Crisis 3 box set, and it looks like I can get between 50 and 75 for it. One sold for 95. But it had a gun with it. Oh my gosh, I am just dropping everything. Let's see, does it have a gun? It does. Okay, so that might be about $75 to $90. Most of my money back right there. Now I'll see you back at the thrift store. So if you watch the channel, usually after Goodwill, I go over to Four Corners Thrift, and I drive by this store every single time, but I very rarely run in here. I think I've only been in here on camera twice. And it's because they are outrageously expensive. I have found some really good stuff here before, and I've just had to pay up for it, or usually everything's at or above eBay prices, but they do sometimes miss an item. So let's run in here and see if we can pull one over on them, shall we? These have been here for about 6 months now. That's 69. There's a Dooney and Burke purse for 28. It says as is, so I'm guessing it has some damage. Either way, 28's a little too much. Some Keens though for, I think, really 18. Yeah, still too much. Oh My goodness. Bernina, 75. All stitches and reverse works except for buttonhole. There's a buttonhole guide for size. Huh. Oh, what a letdown. So sad. So sad. I don't think I've ever been so let down by a thrift store find. Oh, I got so excited. And that is why I do not shop there. Those prices are just, you can charge whatever you want. I get it. But I never see many people in there. I never see people checking out with anything. I don't know how they're still in business. They've had a lot of the stuff I saw there, they've had for months. Like literal months, since like August. And they haven't lowered the price at all. Like, I don't understand. Lower the price, move some inventory, get some customers. Like, even if you're not buying it to resell, it's still too much for a personal even. But let me tell you, I am bummed about that Bernina sewing machine. Well, non-Bernina sewing machine. For $75, if that was a Bernina, that would have been worth it. Like, I would have grabbed it in a heartbeat. Bernina sewing machines are worth hundreds of dollars. And yeah, man. I saw the box, I saw the label, and my heart dropped, and then I opened it, and then it dropped again. So I did end up going to Four Corners Thrift, and I struck out there. They had some stuff there that will be good tomorrow on half off day, just not today at full price. So now we are at Saks Community Thrift. There's an iClicker 2, but it doesn't have a price on it, so we'll ask about it. And then there's this Apple TV model A1218 for $8. It's surprisingly not worth it, only worth about 20. These Dom white noise machines I've always had good luck with. 4's about the most I'd pay for them. They sell for about 20. They do sell pretty quickly. I am going to grab that. They're very popular right now. So Nike Metcons can be good. Never seen this model. They are 15. I'll look them up. So I never heard of this brand before. Oliver Cabell, made in Italy. They just looked nice and they're $10, so I looked them up, and that is a good find. Like I said, never heard of it, but it has a really good sell-through rate. Goes for about 50 to 100 depending on the model. As I was walking by, I saw this little like V logo here, and that is a score for $8. Vivo Barefoot. Very, very expensive pair of shoes. So yeah, that logo there, that's a brand you want to remember. They make barefoot minimalist shoes, and they sell very fast. These will probably sell for about $50 plus shipping. Technica is an okay brand of ski boots. They do sell pretty well. This is a newer model, so it should do well. They're marked at 20, but they're green tagged, so they're half off. So they'll be $10, probably at least 75 to 80. Let's see if these Hokas are marked up and or good condition. $8, but I wouldn't say good condition. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave them. That turned out to be a pretty good stop. I got a few things in the glass case that you guys didn't see on camera that I have here that I'm gonna go over in the car. Okay, so I had a $5 off punch card that was full, so I paid $45 for everything you're about to see. One is the ski boots, which will make me all my money back, and then there's this Microsoft ergonomic mouse and like mini keyboard for $5. Should go for about 25. And then I got a Nintendo DS Lite, the teal color. I didn't know they made them in this color, but I paid 10 for it. Well, 5, you know, if you use the $5 off on this one. But I should get about 40 to 50 for it, and it does work. I tested it, it turns on. The iClicker 2, she only charged me $2 for. And then I got Animal Crossing from the Nintendo DS for $5. It's not crazy expensive. I should get, excuse me, 15 to 20 for it. So overall for $45, there's a lot of quick sellers in there. I'll make my money back quick. I forgot to mention that I did not end up getting those Nike Metcons. Nike Metcons are a great style of cross-training CrossFit shoes, and they do sell for good money. 15 for that model was just paying up a little too high. I could have got 40 plus shipping for them, and it just wasn't worth the time for me. But those Vivo Barefoot shoes, like I said, keep an eye out for them. They always sell so fast, along with that other brand. I can't remember the name of it. Like I said, I'd never heard of it before, but it has a really good sell-through rate and sells for good money. So yeah, overall, I think that was a pretty good stop. All right, we are now at Do Overs Thrift. So actually, a few years ago when I like just started like getting into reselling, this was a Goodwill, and man, I miss those days. I didn't have as much knowledge obviously as now, so it wasn't very good. But now we only have the one Goodwill in Belgrade. But this store, when it was a Goodwill, I found so much stuff here. Like, I wish it was still a Goodwill, because it was also a lot more reasonably priced compared to how it is now. Which I know, that's surprising for most of you guys, Goodwill being reasonable. Ooh. We have the biggest bin of hats here. I probably should look at them more, but I just don't. I don't like selling hats very much. Some Hokas, Rincons for 20 in this condition. That's just too much. Not a whole lot going on in the shoes here today. Usually I find at least a couple good pairs. That's cool. I don't think Jess would let me keep it though. Bummer. Wii Sports for 6. That's an easy 20, 25. So because I'm not finding much besides Wii Sports, I decided to look at clothing, which isn't my favorite, but Peter Millar button-down shirt, just a basic long sleeve button-down. It is $8, which is paying up, but I should get like 25 for it, I would guess, and it's pretty lightweight. Nice Pendleton. Not the best stop to end the day on, but not the worst either. 22 for everything. Wii Sports will make me my money back before, the end of the day tomorrow. So yeah, overall pretty good. Don't leave just yet. I have one more Facebook Marketplace buy to show you. So this is pretty uncommon for me, but I am on my way to another Facebook Marketplace pickup. I usually don't find, I always scroll, but I usually don't find too much stuff worth buying in my area on Marketplace. But so I'm probably gonna put the video game pickup, which happened yesterday for me, in the middle of this video, and this will be at the end of it, just in case you want to see it. If not, you can exit off. I am on my way to pick up a rainbow vacuum unit for 40 bucks. It comes with a bunch of attachments. It's a really good deal for 40. I'll show you when we get there. Facebook Marketplace pickup buy number 2 was a success. Okay, so excuse the mess, but for 40 bucks, I think I did pretty good. I'll get about 80 to 100 just for the motor base, 25 for the little wheels. So this power nozzle should go for about 60 to 70. This one's not worth as much, but this one goes for about 30. And then the hose is worth about 50. Wands are about 30 a piece. So overall, after everything's said and done, I expect to make about 200 in net profit. And with that, that's where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Oh my goodness, he's got the dinosaur. He's got the dinosaur.